the just in the off chance that Scotty and Jay and Bobby are anywhere near their phones. I'm sure none of them are near their phones. You know. Yes. Let's just. I figured. Let me see here. Let me see if I have my music and all this shit set up. If we do, we'll just fucking play it and go.
All right.
No use fucking around anymore. I got this. Let me see here if this works. I got this weird. I've been downloading all these musical apps on my friggin' iPad. Playing with them because they get. There's all these cool fucking sounds and shit you can do. Where is it? I could do like a whole techno club in here. Could you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's time for the Going Deep Show. Techno beats. Oh, it's like the beginning of Marky Mark songs. Oh yeah. Can you feel it?
That's beautiful.
There it is, right there. It's time for Gdub's techno beat time. Except you can tell I don't have a good beat going either. That I'm buzzing already because it was like. Oh, there's a drama. It's a dramatic part in the show. Hearts are pounding. We are fucking stupid. Okay, that was only one.
That should be the shot tone. Whenever you hear that, you gotta take a shot. Or some ecstasy.
Ecstasy. I think ecstasy is where it's at. Dun dun dun. Anyway, how's it going, man? I got toys. I got fun. Let me. Oh my god. What have you been doing? You said it's cold down there.
Oh yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. It was beautiful all week, man. It just likes to rain on the weekends here.
You have the exact opposite of what we have. We have shit weeks where it's raining literally every day I go to work, and I come home, and on the weekends I can't do anything in the yard because the entire yard is waterlogged.
Yeah.
I can't do anything out there. It's a nice day. I just set up a trampoline for my kid, which, my God, the kid is spoiled as shit. I'll tell you that. She goes out there and she goes, "I already saw it. It's a trampoline." I'm like, "Are you serious? You're that damn."
Here's a surprise. I'm packing it up and taking it back.
Yeah, exactly. Here's your birthday present that you're gonna have for 5 minutes. Kids are spoiled these days, and of course, she can't show like any emotion. She gets out there. She's like me. She's very much like me. She's just like, "Cool." Then I walk away, and Brooke comes up to me afterwards, and she's like, "She said it's the greatest day of her life." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm gonna have fun with this shit. It's fucking retarded.
Oh, it makes me want to snort some MDMA.
So she's a spoiled ass brat. Oh yeah, get this shit, dude. Okay. I spent 3.5 fucking hours at a dance recital last night. I've never wanted to slip my wrists more in my fucking life.
3.5 hours, dude.
Yeah, it's like fucking shit. And there weren't. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna fill everybody in on this. Okay, I'm a sick, twisted perv. Okay, in case you didn't know that. Okay. And here's the thing. If you're a dad and you're at this thing, or an old guy or a grandpa or whatever, okay, you sit there and you're like, "Alright, where's the chick with the biggest titty? Who's got the biggest titty?" You look at. Because they got they're like seniors, like high school seniors, which is totally inappropriate. Totally inappropriate to look at. But it's like, "Who's got the boobies?" Because that's really how you gauge. That's how my mind gauges whether or not I'm allowed to like look at a girl. That's how it is. At least when I post sites to the porn site, to the porn.tumblr.com.
Right.
Because I'm constantly rolling through there going like, "Nope, too young, too young, too young, too young, but tits are big enough." Okay, boom, you're in. All right, that's good. That's a good one. Because then it's like for some reason in my head that's okay. I don't know if is that how you look at it, Dub? You do that, or like, "She's got big enough titties."
when you're drooling, you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm sure she's 18.
Mm-hmm. You ever have the ones where the face looks like she's super young, but her body is like just, hello? It's like, whoa.
Oh,
I
you
don't know.
know it.
It's an interesting thing. But these girls, it was so fucking pathetic, man. It's pathetic. I want to kill myself. And then there's always the one little fancy pants gay boy. There's always one little faggot who's got to be up there with the girls. It's like if this guy only liked vagina, he would be like in prime central form to just like eat up all. Like 5 years from now, when they're all, in their early 20s getting drunk, all of his dance crew girls could be coming back to him and be like, "Remember when we danced together?" And they're all like fucking hot and shit. And he's like, "Yeah, my boyfriend loved it too." Yeah.
Oh, I got a text from Wally last night at 1:40. It's in all caps. I smell like cotton candy and pussy. America.
Was he at the Vu or something?
He must have been mad because.
Oh man, I wish I would have known that. I thought I threw him a text last night because I was available to go and do some debaucherous shit after that fucking recital. I said, bro, I'm getting the fuck out of here. As soon as the kids' dances were done, I got up. I fucking got in the car. I drove to Hooters. I sucked down 2 beers, had some wings. I drove to Tri-City. I sucked down some beers there. I was like, I got to make up for the 3 hours of my life that I will never get back.
Oh, that is precious time.
Oh my god, it's fucking crazy. It's craziness. That's all I do now. I'd like to fill everybody in here who has not heard us in a while. It's been a little bit of a break time for us, getting things organized. If you want to check out some shit, go to 8hole.com. 8HOL. That is our site that we have set up. We also like to send a shout out to Jay the Mac for his move to Minneapolis. He found a place. Oh my god, that was a burp. He found a place colder than the great state of Michigan to move to. Usually the people don't they move to warmer temperatures? What the fuck is this shit? This chick's vagina must be made of precious, precious elements that he's never had anywhere else in the world. Because to get me to move to Minnesota, you got to be slurping that knob pretty fucking hard and good and often.
Let's face it, Jay Mack, he wasn't exactly the relationship type for many years, you know?
Yeah, he must have... It's the card. When you play that card for so long, you must get sick of it. Just like when you play the marriage card for too long, you play the single card for too long, you play every card, as long as you've held it for too long, you're sick of it. You are. Doesn't matter. You're sick of it. You could be getting... I'm sure at some point Donald Trump looks at money and just is like, fuck money, I don't give a fuck money, fuck this shit. You got to get sick of everything that you possibly have. No one's ever is satisfied, it seems.
No.
And that is how the world continues to be what it is, right? Oh yeah. That's only soundboard 2, Dub. I have more.
Oh no.
Let me see here. I also want to pull up a list of shit I want to talk about because I got this whole. I wanted to get your take on this son of a bitch racist guy.
This would be great.
He's awesome. I love him.
You saw that interview he did?
Where he's like, I'm so apologetic, I will never do it again unless it's like 45 seconds from now.
When I talked about Magic Johnson spreading AIDS all over the country.
We know that monkey black people spread the AIDS. We know that, right? So I
love right before he talked about Magic spreading AIDS all over the place. Like, he took like a 5-second pause to realize, yeah, this is super racist. I'm gonna fucking get eaten alive over it. But I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, why should I stop now?
I mean, why even give a fuck? You're an 80-year-old billionaire.
That's exactly what I said. And is it a shock to anybody that this guy thinks the way he does? I mean, come on. Ooh, we're shocked. Oh, God forbid. You know, and I don't like the fact that everybody's got to live by this standard of we should all like the exact same things. Okay, you know what? Because I don't like the Asian girls. Okay, Asian chicks, they don't do it for me. This kind of thing. They just don't do it. Am I wrong? Possibly. Possibly. They could have the golden vaginas. Vaginas that, when they squirt out lemon lime Gatorade. I don't know. Because I don't like how they look. They could have special sauce that squirts from their vagina that I could put on my wings and start a whole business that would make me a billionaire, but I'm never going to try it because I don't like how they look. Okay? Do you understand that? That's a personal preference of mine. This guy's personal preference is to call blacks coloreds and probably N-bombs and the blacks. He puts the in front of stuff, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because when you really are a racist, don't you just start putting the in front of shit? Like the Latinos or the Mexicans or the gays or the whatever, really. Because that's a telltale sign of whether or not you're racist or you're bigoted towards anything. It's like, I don't like the females.
Yeah, I love the fact that his girlfriend's like a quarter or half black, whatever she is too. That's the best part. Like,
Yeah, the penis isn't racist, man.
no.
Penis likes wet stuff. It's racist towards only dry things, I think. It doesn't like dry shit. Dry humping, fuck that. Dry humping, fuck that.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. I love the fact too that it's fucking Magic Johnson. It's not like she took a picture of herself like twerking on 2 Chainz at some club. It's fucking Magic Johnson.
And here's the thing, okay, if you think about it, Magic has the greatest porn name in history. As a kid, I never really associated that until this thing came back up. I'm like, holy shit, his Johnson is so magic, it has HIV and he's still alive. He has that magic of a Johnson.
You think that was his pickup line whenever you want to fuck a chick? You want to see my Magic Johnson?
Yes, it was. Magic.
Do you even need a pickup line when you're Magic Johnson? I don't know. I don't know how that works when you're filthy rich and famous.
Yeah, I love that. The South Park when Magic Johnson cures AIDS by taking $200,000 and putting it in a blender and drinking it. Did you ever see that one?
It's awesome.
He goes, look, you can cure AIDS with enough money. Love it.
Oh, which is so true, though. He made HIV disappear. That is fucking magic.
He is magical. Yes. Can you imagine? I mean, the thing that would suck about that. You ever hear when Dane Cook talks about like having herpes and shit, and he's like, "Oh, when a girl tells you she's got fucking herpes or something, she's like, well, what side's it on? I'm just coming on the other side." That is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Good stuff.
But the HIV, man, okay, how many condors you gotta wear for the HIV? Good lord. You gotta have the spray-on condom with the fucking regular condors on there. You do the animal skin condor. You do the rib for pleasures. You got 14 condoms on, and then you're still like, oh my god, I had sex with a guy with fucking HIV. What the fuck? That's gotta be going through every chick's head who he has had sex with since. Or does he even have it? Can he even do it? Can you imagine the amount of sex he had before and the absolute fucking drought that comes after finding out you have AIDS or HIV? Oh my god, that's fucking terrible.
Oh, and the chick, she was gonna sue him for giving her AIDS, and then it was obvious that he's probably the one or he got it from her, you know?
Yeah.
So,
You're suing
if he's
dumb
banging
bitch.
like IV drug users in some hotel, can you imagine? Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's just fucking, and he probably fucking wake up in the morning, like bangs the fucking changing the sheets, goes downstairs, bangs the server, serving his breakfast. You know, the guy he must have been just hitting everything. You know?
Absolutely. Do you know the thing I think about, and I've mentioned this on the show before. If I had HIV, okay, the first thing I'm doing is I'm starting an HIV website, all for hot chicks, and I'm gonna go fuck other HIV hot chicks, so I don't have to worry about giving or getting, because I already got it. They already got it. Fuck like crazy. You find the hottest chick with HIV, and you just fucking go at it like nothing ever happened.
Is there already a website for that? Like his?
I don't know. We need to stop that. It's like date, right? It's HIV date.
I don't know if this is just down here. Do you guys have that the farmer dating commercials?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Farmers only. I didn't know if that was like a down south thing or if that was all over the country.
No, I've seen those. My favorite though of all of them is Black People Meat. BlackPeopleMeat.com. I'm like, wait a minute. Donald Sterling's got a website where you can order up some steaks. What the fuck? You can get black people meat? I wonder how juicy that is. You know how the black meat, the dark meat's always juicier, right?
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. I have a funny for you, GW. You're gonna love this. I'm doing my porn site, porn.tumblr.com, right? I'm flipping through. What Tumblr's done ever since it got bought by the Yahoo is they will throw like sponsored advertising into the feed. So because when you're scrolling on the phone, it's pretty much just a flood of photos and just audio and video, all kinds of shit just comes rolling through there. So the one day, flipping through hot naked chicks, I'm posting them to the site. And when a sponsored ad shows up, what happens is at the top of the window, there'll be a little like a dollar sign with like these little dots that are around it. And as you scroll, the dots kind of spin. It makes you kind of for a split second look at what you're looking at. You know, it's this little, you know, oh, hey, oh, there's an ad. Now, what it does for me is I usually skip past it. Every once in a while, it'll catch my attention, and I'll look at it. Well, this is fucking awesome, okay? And if Tumblr knew that this happened, they would be like, uh-oh, we probably shouldn't do that. Okay, so I'm scrolling through naked chicks, hot chicks, blah, 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 all kinds of stuff coming through my feed. And I flip through, and it's a sponsored ad. I look, and it's for Oil of Olay. Okay, and it shows this woman, and she's like applying makeup on her face. Oil of Olay. You know, shows up on the fucking thing. Literally, the next picture, as I scroll up, is a fucking chick getting bukkake.
Nice.
Oil of Olay. And then the next photo, I swear to you, she is covered in fucking jism all over her face, and she's pretending to smile and love every second of it. Like, I love your Oil of Olay all over me. Ah. It was fucking amazing. When I saw it, I was just like, holy shit balls, that's got no one show notes. Oil of Olay. Great sponsorship. Oil of Olay.
You know,
Oil of Olay!
these chicks that just get blasted in the face and smile about it, man. They're good actors, man. They got all up in their eyes and nose, and they're just happy as shit about it, you know?
My favorite ones are the ones that they pretend that they like it, but they'll do the fake swallow, and then like, oh, it's dribbling. It's dribbling out of my mouth. Like, oh my god, you fucking suck. You do. Suck. I love it. I love it. I like Gdub's take on Casey Kasem going missing, which I really think there's one solution to this whole thing. The Scooby-Doo gang has to find it. Because Casey Kasem is the voice of Shags. So I think the Scoob, they found him in Washington State somewhere, didn't they? Or something. He's missing. I like how some like celebrity from the 80s who goes missing is like one of the top news stories when we have like ridiculous other shit going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking Nancy Grace flipping out because she has to cover 200 black girls that got stolen from somewhere instead of the fucking white cheerleader that normally gets stolen that she covers. There's another white cheerleader, and I'm here to cover it. Oh, what? Black girls? Oh, okay. How many? 200? Oh, shit, I usually only go 250, but 200 is close. I'll have to cover that. Oh, no.
Did you see Nancy Grace's Is Pot to Blame Twitter feed?
Oh, my God, no, I haven't seen that. What is
it? It's hilarious because, I don't know, some guy got smoked a joint and then axed his family or some shit. I don't know what the deal was. You know, murdered a bunch of people, had pot in the system, right? So she has this Is Pot to Blame hashtag, and it took off on Twitter. You know, people were talking about, used to have 30 seizures a day. Now I have 3. Is medical marijuana to blame? You know, like shit like that. It's like all up and down her Twitter.
That is fucking retarded. Because here's the thing, okay? If I eat broccoli today, like, oh, I'm eating nothing but broccoli, man, okay? And then I decide to go and get in a fucking car accident or a rampage somewhere. He ate broccoli all day. Is broccoli to blame? Yes, it was. He shit his brains out in his car. He's trying to get somewhere. He had to go to the potty really bad because he ate broccoli all day. Let's blame broccoli. It's time to blame the broccoli industry for his fucking broccoli. Fuck that. If that were the case, wouldn't every fucking drunk driving story be have a goddamn Twitter? What the fuck? There'd be news stories every fucking day. How many people die in like drunk driving accidents on a weekly basis in this country? As long as they're blonde-haired and blue-eyed, Nancy Grace will cover them. Handsome young couple dies. Was it weed-related? No, it wasn't. I hate that bitch. She needs to go away, and the thing that sucks is every morning I get up and I turn the tube on and she's fucking there. This is why I'm here. And that's how she... This is why I'm here. Ugh. Fucking pathetic. What are you drinking there, big man? We didn't talk about that at the beginning of this whole fucking debaucherous episode of the show. Let me see.
Whiskey sour.
I want music for this. What is it? Let me go back to the other one here. I have all kinds of soundy things now. I'm so anxious to use them. Where the fuck did it go? Okay, let's use this one. Alright. Oh, that's a little loud. We gotta turn that shit down. That's more appropriate there. So I'm drinking Tri-City Brewery. Tri-City Brewery. I'm drinking I think the Torch on Triple, I think it's called.
Sounds
so
good.
good. Mm. That's what my bowels sound like as it goes down my throat right there.
Yeah, I got some Colonel Lee Kentucky bourbon and lemonade, man.
Oh man, it is summer almost. My nipples are I still, as you can see, I'm wearing hoodie. I have Going Deep hoodie on. And here's how arrogant I am. I have picture-in-picture on my end. Can you see me? I'm twice. I'm in there twice.
Nice.
I like it. I'm on double. So when people come in here, Red, I was gonna try to talk her into coming in here shooting this poo with us, but we have a little kid over to hang out with my other kid, my kid, the birthday. It's her birthday today, and what do we do for the birthday? We send her to her cousin's house so that Red and I can go celebrate our anniversary, which is today as well. Oh yeah, Marky Mark says it's good. Oh yeah, and I think I haven't talked her into this yet or not. I think I was gonna try to get her to go to the beer fest. It's in Frankenmuth today.
Sounds like a good anniversary gift for you.
It is. It's always good for me because I'm the man and I was born with the balls. I love that I was born with the balls. Not only am I born with the balls, okay, I am an artiste. I'm a creative thinker. I try to live outside the box. I try to just not think that the box is there, which gives me a license to pretty much do whatever the fuck I want. Right, Marky Mark? Yeah. And why that's good is if I want to be lazy for a fucking month and a half and do nothing and lock myself in a room and pretend I'm depressed, I can do that because I'm an artist.
There you go.
And it's my integrity that's at stake if I don't do what I want to do. And I will always be an artist.
Oh, did I tell you I got some new neighbors? Got some conservative Christian Baptists that moved next door.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's fucking great.
You ever
I guess
fuck
they
with
were
them?
saying there's a guy, I call him Uncle Fester. I can't even remember what his real name is. He just looks like Uncle Fester. Which is even funnier because he was in this like horrible accident. And I didn't know this. I already called him Uncle Fester after this. He's got this fucking mangled ass looking leg. Like it really does look like it's festering, dude. So, anyways, so he has this like little younger Filipino wife, right?
Oh no, he bought her.
Yeah, totally.
I'm going on a missionary trip. It's called him. You ever think about that when you're a kid? Like, where did so and so go? He's on a missionary trip to pick out his wife.
Yeah. So, I guess she had told the other neighbor or whatever that she wasn't sure she wanted to move in because she saw people smoking cigarettes and drinking beer outside.
Oh no, God forbid.
Dude, this house is like a $37,000 foreclosure, right?
Yeah.
Like, where are you gonna get a house for $37,000 or in the Metro Atlanta area where you don't live next to fucking crackheads?
Well, it could be on four wheels, but other than that, not really anywhere. That's crazy. So she's like straight from, you said Filipino?
Yeah, she's Filipino.
She's like, oh my God. So that is just, So have you been introduced and everything? Have you talked to these people?
Oh yeah, for sure. He came over and we chatted. And he asked me what church I belong to. I'm like, I'm
Church of
kind of
Satan.
between churches at this time.
What's that church that Aleister Crowley belongs to?
The funny thing is, the day he moved in, like moving all his shit in, I'm sitting on the deck, shirt off, getting sunburnt, drinking whiskey, smoking cigars, dude. I fucking wave at him, cigar out of my mouth, fucking glass of whiskey in my hand. Welcome to the fucking neighborhood, fucks.
See, the thing is, like, okay, you're privileged enough to live in you're privileged enough to be a man, like I said earlier. Not that that's my main agenda. It's just up there. It's up there. But here's the thing: why do people just decide to clamp down and put all this like religious restriction type shit on you? The world is, if there is a Lord or higher power, whatever the fuck these people believe in. Do you not think that this motherfucker would want you to have just a little bit of fun, just for a split fucking second, okay? Have a sip, take a fucking toke, man. I mean, give it up, okay? I hate this when it's all, oh no, I must be very straight and narrow. Must not do this, must not do that, must not. Let's not talk about what you can't do, and let's talk about what is on the table that you can, okay? Fucking let's do it, man. Come on. We can't gamble. We can't think thoughts of other women. We can't drink. We can't smoke. We can't do this. We can't do that. Shut the fuck up. Get away from me. You don't want to be anywhere near me because this is all the shit that I want and will do. You live once, man. You're not going to have at the on your deathbed thinking about like, I'm so happy I spent all those Sundays not doing what I fucking wanted to do. That's for goddamn sure. Yeah, right?
Oh, the best is, dude, there's been like 3 or 4 times where I can hear them just screaming at each other, like when I go on my back deck. It's like, oh, that's real Christian.
What are they doing, man?
I don't know what they got to fucking
I own you, bitch! You can't even fucking talk! Here's the verse that says you should shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, and it's funny, dude. They finance a house through their church somehow, and the minister's over there, and he's a little Filipino dude.
Oh, God, I hate to. Don't even get me going on this shit. This whole fucking money in the church bullshit. Come on now. Come on. I hate that stuff where it's like, we are a church, so we must ask for contributions, and please, government, don't tax us. We're here to perpetuate idiocy. Do you want our stupid congregation to vote for you? Then please don't ask for us for tax money from us.
Oh, I love these mega churches, dude. These multi-millionaires.
Wait, a mega church needs music. Ready? Mega church. It's time for the mega church.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Mega church, mega church, mega church. That was a remix. I am fucking retarded, by the way. Thank you for listening, people. Hey. Before you get to Mega Church, I'd like to throw a thank you out to some people who've been sending me some messages. I pump all the shows through porn.tumblr.com, which is what I've mentioned a couple times in this episode. We almost have 100,000 followers there, Gdub. Can you believe it? 100,000. So if you want a message sent out to 100,000 human beings who are mainly sitting there looking at porn, you can send that out to them while they masturbate. It's great. If your demographic is a bunch of masturbators, we got the outlet for you. So make sure you get with us. But I got a message from somebody there. They were like, "We love your podcast. Please keep them coming. We love it. Yay!" So I said, "Thank you. Send me pictures of your boobies." There's a girl. There's a volleyball, like a college volleyball player girl, somewhere out in like in the Dakotas or somewhere out west, and she got a hold of us through PTC, and she's like, "I love your site, it's great, blah blah blah, here's a picture of my ass." I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome. I said, "Send me more." Boom, sure enough, more. I was like, wow, this is quite the power I have. Send me naked pictures, everyone. That was a subliminal message. So yeah, this girl, she was pretty freaking good looking, man. Butt was nice, titties nice, everything. She's all nakedy and shit. I like nakedy chicks.
Yeah.
But now let's get serious and talk about mega churches. It's time to talk about mega church. This is how one of the creepiest things about preachers. There was a young guy on TV, on CBS the other day, and he's talking about how he's been a preacher since he was like 4 years old, and they show him on at the pulpit there, and he's a little kid preaching, and I'm like, that is the creepiest shit I have ever seen in my life. But now he's just an adult. He's an adult, and he's all like so clean cut. When you looked at him, you're like, it didn't look like he could grow facial hair yet, because he had like if he could grow a little bit of facial hair, you were like, oh no, I don't want to take it off. Where is my? I don't want it. You know, he would like shave it all off. He looked very pure, but the way he discussed, the way he talked, was just creepy as shit. It was weird. It was so weird. I looked at him. I'm like, dude, you are full of shit. Nobody believes anything you're fucking saying. I mean, it was so over the top. Like, just what? Why would you? I can't even like mock the way he was doing what he was doing. It was so weird. You ever see one of these like priests when they're talking and you're just like, huh? What? Why are you trying to bullshit me? Let's talk mega church. Mega church. Mega church. Mega church. Mega church. What the fuck was that one? There's like one where a girl talks. What the fuck is she saying? My gasoline? Is that what she's saying?
I think it's Filipino for marry me.
Oh.
Get me off this sewing machine.
Yeah, give me my sewing machine. Okay, anyway.
Oh, you know what's funny? My other neighbor has a young Filipino wife too.
What?
Yeah.
He's like, God, can you imagine? What do you? So you live in a house. Next door, you have like these Filipino chicks.
Yeah,
dude, you should fuck with
right
these
next
girls,
door is
man.
the Crazy Baptist, and then about 2 houses down is this other guy. He's cool. Like, I borrow his lawnmower, I chat when I see him outside. But yeah, he's got the young, good-looking kind of Filipino wife. The one next door she looks like she spent a little too much time bent over a sewing machine or something. But
her face, she's all wrinkled and shit. Because the wrinkly faces are the worst on the chick.
yeah, I can't place how old she is, man. But he's old as shit. So he's still doing okay for himself, except for they have screaming matches like 4 times a week.
Can you detect or figure out what the hell they're saying at all? Can you hear what they're saying?
I wouldn't really talk to the Baptist a whole lot. The other one, I kind of communicate with a little bit. We chatted a hair, but yeah, definitely not fluent. I wouldn't call her fluent in English or anything.
So when she's yelling back at him she's like, you know, like.
Exactly what it sounds like.
But what the fuck is he saying to her?
I don't know. You know, it's kind of muffled because it's always through like closed doors and windows. You can just hear him yelling. You know?
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know they're arguing about money because he's on disability from his little leg fester accident he had.
He's like, you need to do more nails at the salon, goddammit. What the fuck? Bring the bacon, bitch.
Well, that's the thing. She works full time. He sits at home, collects disability.
Are you kidding me? He's home jerking off to gay porn is what he's doing.
Yeah, totally. That's what all Baptists do.
Yeah. Gotta suppress it. It's like that KKK guy. You ever see that? It was like one of these KKK dudes who got caught like having fucking affair or got caught with like a male black prostitute. I'm sure his KKK brothers love that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, same with the Republican congressman.
I'm sure they're very forgiving. Those KKK guys, they're known for their forgiveness.
Their tolerance. That is hilarious.
It is that happened, man. I think that's the guy. I think that was the guy who ended up shooting up that Jewish. Didn't he try to go and shoot a bunch of Jews? End up shooting like these 2 non-Jews with like the last month or so. Did you hear about? You heard about that, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you see that shooting that was like not far from my house?
There was. I heard, was it really close to the house? How was?
Not really so close. So actually, it was really close to my work. Not as close to where I live now. But at the old place I used to live at, I used to drive past that place every day on my way to work. It was at the FedEx building. Guy came and shot it up, and of
He
course,
went postal, man. He went postal.
yeah. I guess we'll call it going FedEx now or something,
Going X, babies.
but yeah, the dude used birdshot, so everybody lived besides him.
Oh, yeah, he ended up shooting himself, didn't he?
Yeah,
This is the thing I can never get. Just shoot yourself, okay? Why do you feel that other people need to die? This goes back to my whole take that everybody thinks that they're way more fucking important than they actually are. If everybody just realized you ain't shit. Okay, nobody means nothing to anybody else. How much time out of anybody's day do you spend thinking about other people? Okay, there's a very core few people that I actually give a shit about. My boys on the show here, of course, I think about these boys all the time because I like hanging out with them, drinking beer, talking trash. Okay, but when it comes down to it, there's probably only maybe a handful of people that I give a shit about, and I don't think about anybody else. And for the 99.9% of the time, I'm thinking about myself only. And
yeah,
this includes anybody out there who doesn't admit that, they're fucking lying.
yeah,
It's like, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? What am I gonna eat? Where am I gonna be here from there? You're always thinking about the shit you're gonna do. What I don't I mean, yes, there's some mentally fucking craziness out there, and a lot of these shootings and shit that's been going on over the past couple of years, it's been, he tried to get into get some help, tried to get help, couldn't happen, whatever. Okay, I'm fucking gonna blow up some fucking shit. I'm gonna shoot a bunch of people. It's a wild place, man. But everybody, stop taking yourself so goddamn seriously.
Oh, you want to know the greatest thing I've seen, dude? All right, now all these shootings, like you said, they try to get help. They fucking were at some institution. They got released. State of Georgia. This is just Georgia. It's not across the country. They switched their company that handles insurance for these kids that I work with and shit, and they're having much more strict standards as far as keeping them. So we have like 30 kids that are just going to discharge in like a month. And this is a list of who's who of who you do not want in your fucking neighborhood, dude. And they're all going to go back to their fucking homes.
Oh my
It's
god,
gonna be fucking ridiculous, dude.
dude, oh god, I wish I had like a ton of just money to blow and just the time to do it, because what would be fucking amazing is to follow these fuckers around and do like this kind of like, not to follow them around to figure out, in secret, to take a half a dozen of these motherfuckers and say, hey, you're getting let out here. Do you care if we follow you around, camera crew, see what you do, where you're going to go, what you're going to happen? Like reality TV, but like fucking on a whole nother level. Like pre-cops, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Exactly what I'm saying. It's like, okay, cops usually get films after or during the crimes happening. I'm talking like premeditated, like, holy shit, these motherfuckers, they're getting out here, let's follow these fuckers around. You said it's literally a who's who you do not want around, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. I wish I had money to spend.
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous, dude. Of course, now we have the guns everywhere law in Georgia, so
Yeah,
that'll make us all much safer.
that's one of the things I was talking about. Now, usually I'm very, very much in the, hey, personal freedom, whatever. What if people are free to do what they want, this and that, and this and that. But everybody doesn't just jump into a car and feel like they're able to drive the car because they're old enough. When you get to a certain age, you shouldn't have the privilege of driving a car unless you've learned how to use the fucking car, and you have a license to drive the car, and you have insurance to pay for whatever the fuck's going to happen to you as you trash your car, as you plow into somebody.
Yeah.
Okay? I believe that's a logical thing, and that should kind of apply to someone who's going to have a weapon that can murder somebody.
Right. This is my thing, alright? You want guns in schools? That's a bad idea. You want guns in church? I don't fucking care because I don't go to church.
Yep.
But guns at the bar?
Yes,
That's a fucking terrible idea.
It totally is. Because dude, last night I was at my fucking kid's dance recital, right? I was buzzed. I had a beer, and 4 people bumped into my back, and I was pissed off for a fucking split second, and I was like, I would fucking pound you into the ground if you weren't a fucking woman. Okay, this is my mentality, as I've only had like 3 beers. If I had a gun on me, holy shit, I've had enough people bump into me or me bump into them at a bar that they have wanted to either kill me or I have wanted to kill them. And if I had a fucking gun on me, it would be bad. It would be a bad situation.
I mean, you can carry your gun up to the TSA checkpoints now at the airport.
You start flipping it around like, I got a gun. The worst part about what I heard with this whole thing there is that the cops can ask you if you have a license for it, but they can't. You don't have to prove it.
No.
What the fuck's up with that shit?
Just because you have a gun on you, that's not probable cause, because you're allowed to carry them anywhere.
So wait a second. If I'm driving a car in this state and I am pulled over for speeding, and the cop asks me, do you have a driver's license? I'll be like, yep. Can you see it? Nope.
It's like, my gun.
I don't gotta show you shit, motherfucker. No, I don't. Why is that not something they should carry around? I don't get that at all.
Well, actually, when you're pulled over in a vehicle, you have to announce. I believe you have to announce to the cops that you have a gun in the car.
I have a weapon. Don't they have like some type of thing where they should have a sticker in the back of the car or something? I mean, make them put. I have to put a fucking sticker every time I renew my license. Why not say you renew your gun license? Put the fucking sticker on the back of the car. You see all these cops driving around with their whole Michigan State cop stickers on every fucking shit. You know, why not have it so that, okay, I know this car I'm pulling over has a fucking gun. I know this because there's a sticker on the fucking car. That's not my freedom. I have freedom. Freedom to carry a gun without you fucking knowing so I can scare you later. I don't know. I guess I'm not into the guns and shit. And I guess I don't. I'm not saying I wouldn't mind getting a fucking Uzi or some shit and fucking blowing some crap up. I'm down for that. Hell yeah. I want to be Schwarzenegger for 5 minutes. Why not? Let's do it. You know, that's fun. It sounds fun to me. But I don't know. When it comes to like, I want to have a gun collection of over 1,500, and I want to have a fucking, you know, crazy escape. What's the fucking room that you have where you lock yourself into that?
Like a safe room.
I'm gonna have a safe room for when the government decides to drop a nuke on me because the government's coming after me. That's the funniest thing I think is the guys who are like totally pushing for like, you know, the government says I can have guns, but they're gonna turn on me at some point and I gotta have these guns.
Yeah, it's gonna do a lot of good when they're flying fucking robot drones over your fucking house. You know? Good thing you have your fucking pistol. Jesus Christ. So they storm your house in full body armor.
It doesn't matter, Gio, because we're not going to worry about that. Because a lot of the guys making those choices and having these guns and all this stuff, they're going to be overwhelmed by all the gays and pussies that are going to take over this country because no one was spanked like in the last 20 years because that's abuse. You can't spank anybody. No, it is.
People like the cattle rancher out, where was that, Texas or Arizona, where the fuck that was? They're all armed and ready for the revolution. Alright, have you seen what we do to countries when they're in the way of our fucking oil pipelines? You guys want to start a revolution? Do you realize how fast the government will wipe you all out instantly?
They're already listening to all your conversations, so they know exactly what you're doing, where you're going. I mean, okay, you know. Fuck it.
I was really hoping with that cattle rancher situation, Obama just would have sent in SEAL Team 6 and just fucking murdered them all. You know? I wish he can't be elected again, you know?
Can I get the name of?
Go in, 4 a.m., night vision goggles, drop in there, cut all their throats silently.
And the thing is, it's all in their heads, too. It's like, we've already waged a war in our heads. You think anybody gives a shit about what the fuck you're doing? What about my cattle? People care about cattle. I need to save my butt bud and my cattle.
Oh, and of course that guy ended up spouting a bunch of racist shit. And then they kind of slowly just stopped talking about him on Fox News.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, Hannity had to friggin' like backpedal like a fucking motherfucker on that one. Did you see that? Oh my God, what is that? Wait a second. Yesterday at this time, I was touting this guy's legitimate action. Now I have to like totally backpedal because he's a flaming racist asshole. And just, yeah, it's fucking crazy. I love hypocrisy. It's the best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I was having this conversation the other day about, like, as you go through life, you find yourself questioning things you've said or thought over the course of your life, and if you've ever regretted a lot of it. And I'm just like, not really, because a lot of the things I say are so obnoxious, and they're not there to be taken seriously. They're just mainly there so somebody has a reaction to them, whether it's funny or whether it makes them think about some other bullshit. So it's like, no, I really don't care about the shit that I've said, because it's not there to be taken serious by any stretch of the imagination. It's just fucking there to get it the fuck out of my head, mainly.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want my boss tuning into the show or anything, but I don't fucking regret anything I've said.
No, it's just like, everybody, and then that's the thing. If you think about it, if you could have somebody's inner dialogue, and the other thing is, when you're around a bunch of other people, you ever think to yourself how much inner dialogue is happening at any one moment? Like when you're at a baseball game or at a football game or at somewhere where there's a big crowd or concert or some shit, how often I always think to myself, okay, think about how many people are sitting here not saying anything, but thinking stuff, and what the fuck are they thinking, and what is in their head? I mean, it's very curious to me that what people's inner dialogue is and what they're thinking. That's a very interesting thing to me.
Yeah. Reminds this cartoon I saw where there's a bunch of people on the subway, and every thought bubble on the person on the subway said fucking sheeple. You know? Like everybody's looking around judging everybody else, you know?
Oh, it is. That's all you do. That's the reason people watching even exists. People watching is one of the funnest things to do. I was at, last week it was Mother's Day. Thank you all you mothers. I am a motherfucker, by the way, just so you know. And I went to the state park where Red's mom likes to go for Mother's Day and stuff like this. So we go over to there's like a little play area, and there were a couple of these little kids there who were, for lack of a better term, morbidly obese. Okay.
Well, at least the mom's trying to get them to the park.
They were they looked like a Shar-Pei kind of puppy dog. The skin, and their eyes were their faces were so fat they looked like little chink babies. They were terrible, dude. And I'm thinking it, but I'm not saying it. I'm thinking it, not saying it. Not really gonna bring it up. I'm gonna save it for show notes, of course. Put it in my phone because show notes central is right there. So I'm sitting there, quiet and calm as can be. Red comes over, sits next to me. She goes, "There's a lot of little fat kids here." I'm like, yeah, Red, you totally stole the words out of my mouth. You said it a little more subtle, but and these were young kids. These were little girls and boys who were probably no older than 3 or 4 years old. And I looked at them and I said, "Sorry, but there's no hope for you. You're done. Heart disease has set in. You might as well get the diabetes rocking. You're kicking it, kid. You're done."
Like 40 years ago, like pre-adolescent diabetes was like 0%. Now it's like, God knows, like thousands every year, tens of thousands.
Yeah, it's craziness, man. It's like, what the fuck? And it's all, and I hear the news loves this shit. And you know who's big on this tip is this Katie Couric right now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the tiniest and cutest of the news anchors over the past probably 2 decades has been like, people shouldn't really eat a lot of sugars and blah, blah. I'm like, oh yeah, it's easy for you to say, Katie Couric. Come on now. This is the cheapest food is the sugariest, nastiest shit for you. It's all
that's the worst part about this country, man. Like, that's one thing I saw this list said, like, some foreigners made things that surprised them about America. And number 1 was that the vegetables and fruit cost more than meat.
Oh yeah, that's true. It is. That is a bunch of bullshit, man.
Our government subsidizes sugar and corn syrup and bullshit, but they don't subsidize fucking broccoli. You know?
Broccoli will make you shit your brains out.
And let sugar skyrocket through the fucking roof. You know?
But we got more beef in the Burger King cheeseburger now. We got more beef. We got more beef. Everybody needs more beef, man. I need some beefing. That's for damn sure. Porking, beefing, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Then there's these assholes who, like, there's some some Canadian hockey team. You hear about this? They got like fucking sued or some shit. That's because their beer sizes. The large was literally the same size as the small. They were just putting it in like different size cup or some shit. It's like, wait a second, this cup's just shaped different. What the fuck? So they did. They took. I'll order a small for $8. And I'll take a big one for $12 or whatever the price is. They took them and they're like, wait a second. My consumption is literally the same.
That's got to be a crime in Canada.
Ounce for ounce, it was exactly the same, man. And these people were fucking pissed.
You know what?
And by
That's
pissed,
shit.
they were just, you know how Canadians get pissed, right? They're
Yeah.
just like, will you please give me money for my beer?
That same shit at Big Boy I worked at when I was like 19. Dude, the soup cup was the same size, or it was the exact same size as a bowl of soup, and they're like, there's like $1 price difference. Like one of my customers asked me for a bowl one time and poured his cup into the bowl, and it was the exact same size. I'm like, dude, I swear to God, I had no idea.
He's like, you want to see something funny?
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Well, it started out like, he's like, how much bigger is a bowl? And I'm like, to tell you the truth, I'm not quite sure. He's like, bring me, so he orders his cup of soup. He asked me if he could have a bowl. I'm like, sure, have a bowl. Same fucking size, man. He took that cup and it filled this bowl right to the fucking brim.
You were a waiter before, okay? I needed to ask you this. When you first started being a waiter, or when you were working, did you work as a cook, or what? How did you do it? You were just a waiter?
Well, when I was 15, I worked at the Texan as a busboy because my mom's friend was the manager. But then, yeah, my next, then I washed dishes for another year or two, and then, yeah, I applied at Big Boy and got right into serving. Straight from not doing it before.
If you think about like where the best places to be a waiter are, you'd have to kind of on that list think that like Zender's or the Bavarian Inn and Frankmuth, any of these places would be like, if you're gonna serve anywhere, those are expensive meals, you know, and you really got to be on your game to be a waiter in these places. Red and I went there like the first week of May, because we get free fucking Zenders and free food and shit, because our birthdays are in May and you get this free thing. They had this waiter that was there, this friggin' brace-faced, skinny, scrawny, looked like I just came from my fucking deer. He looked like a deer who was just born. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a newborn deer on fucking ice. This is how this waiter was, and he was serving us fucking our soups and all these things. And I swear to God, this motherfucker was gonna start spilling shit all over. Red was to the point where she was making faces at this guy like, okay, motherfucker, if you spill this shit, I'm gonna beat your ass down. He was just awkward as all get out. Do you recall, like, when you were a kid, back in the day, like feeling like you're out of your element? And I think that's what this kid was. He was just out of his element. He did not have any sense of why am I here? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna fuck shit up. And he just looked like he was gonna fuck shit up.
That's funny, because you're right. That is the type of place where you think they'd be able to find quality help, especially with the fucking shitty economy in Michigan, you know? Like, all the good servers you think would gravitate to the good places like Zenders and shit like that, you know?
Dude, if we were to pay full price as what we did, it would have been a $70 or $80 meal, that meal that we had. You know, and we'd make up for it in the tip and whatever, because they, you know... But
yeah.
It was very, very difficult with this guy because he was just so fucking out of his element, man. You could tell he wanted to be home playing Minecraft. I want to be home playing Minecraft. Please. Can I play Minecraft? I know.
But you know what? Like, it's funny as some brace-faced dude, because you know what I would run into was the hot little chicks that don't know a fucking thing about what they're doing.
They can get away with it because they're hot. Oh yeah, it's time for the hot chicks. Yeah, hot chicks. And Zendas. Boom, boom. Hot. Hot chicks get away with murder. They do.
But you know what? You can only get away with it so much at a restaurant. You know, like, yeah,
it depends
okay.
how much of your titties are showing. These Hooters waitresses.
And how long my beer sits empty, you know? Like, am I starting to get sober by the time you come back?
Yeah.
Then you're in trouble.
Uh-oh. Hey, Red. Come in. Red. Red! Red! She came in for like a split second, and she just kind of bolted out of here. She was scared.
Oh, this is how we're spending our anniversary, and then you want to go to the beer expo?
Yeah, exactly. She came in and she gave me this like question look. She's like, "He's talking about our Zenders trip." Yeah, that son of a bitch. Boom, 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 boom. This GW would love this board. This is so cool, man. To be able to just like, oh yeah. Ooh, that sounds like a transformer right there. I'm transforming, Gdub.
Back to asshole mode.
This reminds me of the time that I got the David Lee Roth soundboard. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah. When he's like,
whenever you find some new toy, dude, you run it to the ground for about 30 days and then you forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. Did you hear there was one show that I did recently where I played Eye of the Tiger, like at the beginning of Eye of the Tiger. It was just ding 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 ding. You were on that one. You remember this one, right?
Just because I was on it doesn't mean I necessarily remember it, but yeah.
Oh, how true. How's everything going down there with your girl, man? Hey, now, Gdub, I got to ask you this, guy. We're within 30 days of driving all the way to Florida and back. I need to give you some dates. We're leaving.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay. I'm going to give you the dates after because I'm going to release this show before, and I don't want any assholes who think that they are going to know where I am at this point. I'm going to give you the dates after the fact because I don't want anybody to know when I'm here, when I'm there, when I'm anywhere, okay?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So, but I hope, I want to come, can we crash at your place, like, on the way back? Is there a way, I don't care if you have, like, a floor for us to stay in. I don't want to have to pay for anywhere to go and fucking stay. I'll stay on your goddamn
Oh, yeah, dude. We'll have at least a spare bedroom with at least a mattress.
Mm-hmm. That's fine, and you and I will stay up drinking, and we'll let the girls just go to bed.
Yeah.
Plan.
Yep, absolutely.
And I will try to bring, well, here's the thing. On the way down, what I wouldn't mind doing, depending on time-wise, if you want me to bring some brewskis down, we'll fly. We'll come on down. I'm driving, and we'll see you on the way down. If you want to see it, we can see you. We're gonna try our hardest to get to Orlando and get the kid to the Disney World as soon as possible. That's the thing. On the way down there. But on the way back is where it's going to be more like lollygagging, kind of like to get back. So
yeah. Well, I mean, even if you don't want to do that driving all one night, you can always on the way down just crash for the night. We don't have to party or nothing, just to get off the road. So I'm literally 5 miles off I-75.
Beautiful.
So,
that's perfect, man.
Yeah,
that's what we'll be heading.
That. But yeah, man. And then on the way back up, we'll do it up.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm anxious. I want to get down there. I want to see you, man. Hang out, chill. Jay, I've been trying to figure out a day or a weekend we can go and meet Bob, the martial arts phenom. He's going to be working at some point in the Midwest a little bit more. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh yes.
I'm going to let David Lee Roth talk while we're continuing our conversation. He's just going to be talking while we're doing this. The martial arts phenom, he's going to be flying into Milwaukee and working in other various places around. Oh my God, David.
Like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, I hear you, Dave.
And all I've got,
Shut the fuck up.
I had to.
God damn it. Okay.
Gonna be in the Milwaukee, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like a 6-hour drive from here to there, and 6-hour drive from where Jay is to there as well. So there's going to be sometime in the summertime GDS on the road. Milwaukee style. I'm gonna schlemizel somehow my way over there to be able to hang out and do some shit. So it's gonna be good. I'm anxious for that. David Lee Roth, what do you got to say about that? Oh yeah.
At least I don't need to beg or borrow.
Wow.
Yes, I'm living at a pace that kills. Ooh, yeah.
I do miss that. I can't believe you would pull that up that fast.
guys are ridiculous.
I'll tell you
Jimmy,
all about it.
let me turn it down here. You going to any concerts
found
lately?
the simple life.
Man, you know, it's
ain't
been a
so
while.
simple.
Oh,
When I jumped out,
since about last
on
summer was the
that
last time I did a
road,
show.
I
I'm
We
got
going
went
no
to this
love.
food and beer
No
fest
love,
in
you'd call
downtown
me
Atlanta.
up. Ain't got
So G Love the Special
nobody
Sauce and a
waiting
few other good
at
bands.
Oh man,
home.
G Love and Special Sauce. My buddy, Mr. Shark Attack and I were talking about G Love and Special Sauce recently
God
at
damn
the
it,
bar.
baby, no, I ain't
Next
lying.
concert I'm going to
I'm
is
only gonna tell you
Soundgarden
one
and
time.
9 Inch Nails.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm a big Soundgarden guy. I went and saw Soundgarden last year.
Yes,
They were
I
amazing. I want to go see them
am.
again. So
Yeah.
that's at DTE. We have seats inside the pavilion, so we don't have to worry about getting wet or anything. Sometimes the lawn gets really fucking nasty.
Is 9 Inch Nails at Trent Reznor?
Trent Reznor, yep.
You know what?
He wants to fuck you like an animal.
I guess they're already back, so it's not that big a deal. But you know, I was at Bonnaroo when they supposedly did their quote-unquote last concert ever, when they, like, split up.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was their last concert, dude. I probably would have went to it, but I didn't really give a fuck about 9 Inch Nails, so, like, I walked past it, didn't even go in.
Between the two of them, between the two of Soundgarden and 9 Inch Nails, I'm way more Soundgarden. Soundgarden, like, musically to me, is just fucking, they're like the Led Zeppelin of my time. I love Soundgarden. They're
I did
great.
I did own a 9 Inch Nails album, like, way back in the day that I kind of liked. I used to jam it out a little bit, but didn't really care enough to go to the show, man, because at Bonnaroo there's 90 shows to go to.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. To me, 9 Inch Nails was always a little more like Depeche Mode to me. I like Depeche Mode, not enough to go
Yeah,
and
I didn't
watch
cut
them
myself
play.
in high school, so I couldn't get all into 9 Inch Nails as much as some people, but...
It's just too electronic to me. It's too like I made this on the computer, listen to my bass, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like 9 Inch or Soundgarden. I've seen Soundgarden multiple times before, and musically, they're just fucking amazing because they play their instruments. It's the reason I like Tool in a Perfect Circle. When you go there, you watch them play, you try to see it, and you're just like, holy motherfucker, these guys are just killing it. You know, anybody can go up there and fucking push a bunch of buttons and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody? Wait, David Lee Roth, are you pushing buttons? Nobody can. Wait a minute, let me see here. Here's 9 Inch Nails, ready?
I'm gonna fuck you like an animal. I'm gonna fuck.
You know, that seems what it's like to me, where it's like if Soundgarden comes in here and they got to plug in amps and they got to get the drum kit set up, they got the bass shit going on there, just like a whole thing, like a and it's more like they're using their instruments, they're playing it, man. I'm a big Soundgarden guy. Out of all the bands that came out during the time,
Michigan, I saw G Love. I actually high-fived him at the show.
Dude, that's funny you say that because when I saw Soundgarden 16 years ago, I fucking high-fived Chris Cornell at the beginning of the show. Fucking amazing. It's one of the highlights of my fucking life.
Well, that's a better story because I'm surprised you know what G Love is. Most people don't know who the fuck they are.
I know what G Love is Special Sauce. Absolutely.
But they're fun. They put on a good show.
That's the thing about it, dude. I've seen like I've seen Flaming Lips. They put on a decent show. They opened up for. Can you believe the Flaming Lips opened up for Tool, the first concert I ever went to?
Really?
Flaming Lips.
Hilarious.
Flaming Lips and Tool opened up. The first concert I ever went to in 1993. It was at the Phoenix Plaza Amphitheater in fucking Pontiac.
That's funny.
I almost died there. And when I left, I was like, oh my god, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I've seen Flaming Lips like 3 times. Last time I saw him, what's it? Wayne, whatever is the lead singer's name.
Mm-hmm.
He blew himself up. Like they're playing like this, like, you know, Flaming Lips, but it's like almost like classical, like almost like the bum 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 da da da, and it's like all of a sudden this like hamster ball starts blowing up around him, and he's inside this giant plastic air ball and starts rolling himself across the crowd.
Oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
And he actually, I have a picture, I think it's on Facebook, I have like he rolled over the top of me, and I had my camera in my hand, and I was able to snap a picture while he was rolling over the top
What
of me.
year was that?
This was probably, maybe like 5-6 years ago.
Holy shit, dude! Flaming Lips. They did a commercial for like one of the the tech companies lately, didn't they? It was like a
Yeah, I hear their
Motorola
stuff
commercial.
in the commercials every once in a while. They lease their shit out. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the no, but they were in the commercial. I think it was actually a Super
Oh,
Bowl ad this year. I think they were in.
I was probably too drunk. You know, that was on my birthday this year.
The thing I remember about the Flaming Lips is they walked out and he's holding onto a banana. Lead singer holding onto a banana. He goes, "I am life, and this is
Oh,
a
that's awesome.
banana. This is the fruit of life." And then they started to kick into their fucking first
First
song.
time I saw them was like 2003 at Bonnaroo, and I walk up on that show, and there are people in Teletubby and Panda outfits throwing sparkles on the crowd, and he's got like one camera zoomed in just like on his eyeball in the background, and then he pulls out like some like boxing finger puppets, and he's got the camera zoomed in on them.
Like those WWE, WWF guys back in the day, the thumb wrestlers.
Yeah,
Like those?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great show to be on XT on. That's all I can say about that. That's fucking like that show was tailor made for people on drugs.
See, I've never been really into. I always say I'm taking the Kevin Smith trail on the drug tip. He said to do the drugs after you turn 40 to be able to fully appreciate it. But I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, even like probably like 50, 60. You know, like that way if you go completely insane, you only got like 10, 20 years left anyway.
Nobody wants to live past 70. Come on,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know. I don't. You know the reason for that is to me. Do you remember George Carlin when he was like towards the end of his life? He would always say, "I don't give a crap what you got to do. Keep me fucking alive." To me, I always thought that made him sound like a pussy. I would much rather take the Hunter S. Thompson take on it. When I reach 75 years old, just fucking give me a gun. I'm gonna fucking end this shit. I'm not gonna fade out and be like Casey Kasem, fucking being Alzheimer'd out somewhere and fucking wrinkling and shit, and fucking fade out. No, fucking end it. Turn the light switch off. Done.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I don't know. I don't want to get too heavy, but it's like oftentimes you see a family member passing away, and it's like, oh, like 80-year-old grandma. Oh, don't give her the surgery to remove the tumor. She might die in surgery. Well, it's better than her wasting away in a fucking hospital bed. Fucking put me under the knife. Fucking sever something. I don't give a shit. Let me die.
Yeah, I hate
Make
it.
it quick. You know?
Yeah.
Dane Cook, not Dane Cook, Daniel Tosh did a bit. He's like, yeah, my grandparents have a welcome mat. They have a do not resuscitate letter on their fucking door. You know?
Yeah, I'm about it. If I'm on death's door, man, let me fucking ride it. I don't give a shit. Don't try to keep me fucking around. If I'm there, let me fucking roll. My time's done. I've left enough fucking bullshit idiocy for other people to fucking handle. That I mean, I'm not even fucking 40 yet. I'm like a year away from 40. But it's like for the past 10 fucking years, man, I've left enough bullshit of me that no one else needs anymore.
Oh, these old people have more and more fun though. The fastest growing age range for STDs is like the 50 to 80 range or something like that. You know that?
And this goes back to my whole like, hey, when you have HIV, why not? When you're old, you're like, I don't give a shit. I'll stick my dick in a goddamn vacuum cleaner. Shit, I'll stick my dick in a blender. I don't give a fuck at this point. Whatever diddles my bits, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, diddle your bits, bitch. Diddles.
Like how much Viagra's that Donald Silverman taking, you know?
Yeah. That's the thing. And this is the best part about it. That dude's 80 years old, right? Okay. And what's he still doing? He's letting his dick rule his fucking life. Okay. That's for damn sure. That's really the only reason that I have not been vasectomized, because if you think about it, okay, he's 80. I'm just gonna turn 40. That's literally 40 additional years that I have to do the dumb shit that I have done. Okay. This guy's still thinking with his dick at the age of 80. That's a whole other lifetime away from me.
I think if I was his age, I would try and spread as much seed as possible. Because, he's got some ungrateful brat kids that think they're going to get all that $1 billion. Just start blowing your wad in every fucking African-American chick you hate. and let your kids fight with them over the inheritance. You know?
Yeah, anybody who gets a vasectomy when they're in their 20s or even their fucking 30s, think about it. Your entire world can be flipped upside down in a matter of seconds. And you could, like, 30 years from now decide, I want to leave. I want to have a family who's gonna, carry on the tradition of my idiocy, my racist tradition. Okay, I mean, this guy right now, and again, everybody's like, why would you not get vasectomized? That seems legit. That seems like a reasonable reason, right? Why are men able to create and continually blow loads all the time, up until they're fucking almost dead? Look at Tony. Remember Tony Randall, fucking the Odd Couple, Tony Randall. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker. This motherfucker had like a wife who was like 30 fucking years old. He was like 75, 80 years old, and he's had a kid. I'm like, he was almost dead and he could still have a kid? That's amazing. Take some 80-year-old woman and think, oh, let's get her pregnant. Yeah, if you want to have fucking retard kids.
Yeah, you're pushing at 40, dude. Like, check out a kid after like 40 something. They actually have a better chance of being fucking sped it out, man.
There's an absolute reason that males are able to reproduce to that age. And this is going to piss every woman off. It's going to piss every conservative person off. And the reason for that is because we're not meant to be with one person. Monkeys aren't meant to be with, I'm going to go hump this one monkey. No, the fucking orangutan, ape, whatever the fuck it is, gorilla, all they want to do is spread fucking seed. That's it. And the same thing with the male of our race, man. I'm glad I was born a fucking dude, because there ain't shit that I want to do but fucking pork.
Makes life more simple that way, you know?
What's your whole take on life? Porking.
Well, I'll tell you my take on vasectomies, dude. I don't want a knife by my balls. I don't care who's doing it.
No.
I don't care if we got the best doctor in the fucking world. No thanks.
There's only one logical reason to have a vasectomy, and Red's brought this up to me. She's like, I do not want you to go and fuck a chick and knock her up. And I'm like, okay, then pretty much we can't have a vasectomy.
I'm like, don't worry, sweetheart. I'll throw her down the stairs.
How's it going?
It's going to start to rain.
Is it?
Stuff is outside.
Oh, what stuff? What's that? Gdub?
More and,
Trade with me. Come here, talk to Gdub. I'll bring it in. Here you go. Exclusive, Red and Gdub.
Oh, yeah.
That's it on? Talk to G. You want to say hi to him? He's right here.
I see him.
What up, Red?
Hi.
You're looking good.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Why, thank you. So what's going on these days?
Oh, today's the day from hell.
How so? It's the anniversary. It's a kid's birthday. It should be a joyous occasion.
Oh, yeah. Joyous and busy and full of Chuck E. Cheese and screaming kids.
You didn't go to the Chuck E. Cheese in Flint where they have all the fist fights and gang brawls, did you?
No, but the Saginaw one is just as bad.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Addie came home and said, do you know somebody got shot? She was afraid she was going to get shot on her birthday.
Well, that makes it more exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Living full of adventure.
I heard about your Zenders trip.
The food? Oh, the waiter?
Yeah, you had some terrible service.
He was so awkward. It was, Alan told me that my face, like, said it all. Like, I needed to tell him that he needed to get his shit together. He was horrible. He, like, had a twitch. It was like he was super nervous all the time.
He was probably just really high.
I don't know. No, when you're high, you're more relaxed, aren't you?
Yeah, usually. I don't know,
Yeah,
some people get paranoid.
This kid wasn't relaxed at all. I guess I've never been paranoid high.
Well, you shouldn't be. You live in a medical marijuana state, so nobody should be paranoid anymore, right?
No, not at all. You told him about Zender's waiter?
Yeah.
Totally awkward.
Here's the soup.
Yeah, the soup was like, it was like flopping out of the dish. It was slopping out of the dish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he had Tourette's or something.
No, he was just odd.
He was skinny and.
You're trying to find like a nice like excuse for the kid being awkward. No, he was just awkward. Yes, he wanted to play video games instead. His parents made him get a job.
He must know
So-
somebody at Zenders though, because it seems like that would be a good job to have. You know,
Good job.
the busy
Yeah, it would be.
boy.
And then awesome tips because the food's not cheap.
Right.
I don't know.
You
But
would
so
think.
we're coming to visit you soon?
Yeah, I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome.
Love you.
Cool beans.
I told Al we'll at least have a mattress, hopefully a full bed, but we definitely have a spare bedroom. A spare bedroom and mattress, I'm guaranteeing.
Gdub and I are gonna stay up late, and you guys can go to bed.
You're gonna stay up late and then drive?
You're gonna drive some of it, and I'm gonna sleep while you drive. But Gdub and I are gonna spend some time. I'm gonna bring my computer is gonna be coming with me, Gdub, and my microphones. We'll be able
Hell yeah.
to be able to have some recording on the road, GDS in the Gdub studio.
We'll go to some podunk redneck bar and record and get our asses beat because we're from Michigan.
I'll leave him down there.
Problem with going to bars in Georgia is everybody's got guns and stuff, right?
Yeah, Alan won't return. I'll return a widow.
Yeah, if you don't hang a sign on your bar saying that you don't want guns in there, then you're allowed to take guns to the bar.
Nice.
We should start a bar down there just called Bring Your Guns.
Yeah, fuck it.
Or don't.
That would be a good idea, actually, like a shooting range / bar. Is that
Oh
legal?
my god. Oh
That
my
would be a
god.
great idea. Get drunk and fire guns? Like, who wouldn't want to do that?
I think archery would be better.
So we walk with arrows stuck in our heads
Yeah.
and shit. Oh,
Yeah, I think archery is a lot harder drunk, don't you think?
Yeah. It'd be more fun to watch.
There'd be a bunch of arrows stuck in the ceiling.
Oh, could you imagine how much insurance would be? But it'd be so worth it.
People walking out with arrows stuck in their back.
I wonder what kind of waiver you'd sign.
Crazy.
I was that kid in Dubs. I got shot in the head. It was fucking great.
See the scar right
I
here?
can't wait to go back tomorrow.
Where'd you get that scar? Good, like in a fucking bar, man.
Wednesday's half off ammo.
It's the slow night.
Okay, Ray, what's happening this evening? What are we doing?
Carrie and Jamie have their kid's birthday, and she said if we wanted to stop over after 8 o'clock for drinks, but I don't want to stop over for drinks.
You got to go to the beer expo.
We go beer expo? Want to go to beer expo?
No.
You don't,
What?
What do you want to do?
I don't want to stand in line to drink beer that I can drink sitting down
Okay.
over like a mile from my house.
Hey, Gdub, there's a
Bring
place.
up flask.
You know where Meats and More is in town, over on the south end, kind of by the.
Yeah, I remember that joint.
Yeah, there's a place around the corner there now. They opened up a bar in the basement of this place at the Arbiter Hall, I think it's called, and it's called the Governor's Quarters. Red always calls it the Gentleman's Quarters.
Because that's what he told me it was, and I thought, oh no, he's turning gay on me.
Hi, there's an Addie in town. How's it going?
Are the dogs in the house? Okay. Did
Come
you
here.
want to see Gdub? That's where we're staying, at his house on our way up
Go-
home.
Go sit on Mom's lap and you'll be able to say hi to him. Okay?
What?
Just go sit on Mom's lap. Go sit on Mom's lap right there. You're not gonna believe how big this kid's getting already. She's
I
like,
can kind of see half her head behind the lamp.
here she is.
There
is
she
now.
is. Oh my gosh, she is getting big.
Yeah, she's a big girl
Do you
now.
want to talk to him?
Say hi. No, just put. If you don't
Here,
want
I'll share with you. Our heads can fit here together.
Okay. We're gonna come down. We're gonna go see. Anyway, we got to figure out what we're doing tonight. It's birthday anniversary night, so there's got to be something epic that happens. There's
It
always
doesn't have to be epic.
Hi,
Say hi.
can you hear me? Hello?
Eddie, you can hear him. Don't even give me this crap.
I know you hear me.
and don't get this microphone is her friend. She loves the microphone. She likes to be the performer.
I remember a few years ago, man, she was singing some, what was she? She was singing some Alice in Chains or something into the microphone.
Oh yeah, you were singing Man of the Box. Remember? He remembers you singing Man in the Box because there's the SHIT word in there.
Oh, yes.
It was so good, I remember it.
Put the headphones on. He's talking about you.
We can hear him.
Yeah.
You were awesome. You got quite a voice.
What's the worst word that you've heard, Eddie? Have you heard F words or just SHIT words? Eddie? What's the worst word that you've heard that you can't say?
How is she going to say it if she can't
You
say
can
it?
say it in here. This room is this room is a different
It's a
place.
DMZ. You can say
This
whatever
is-
you want and do what you want.
Yes, this room you can
Living
say.
studio.
This room you can say whatever you want. She's
I
like,
don't believe him either. I can't get away with saying some things in here.
Eddie, what's the worst word that you've heard? Like, what's a bad word that Mama doesn't want you saying? You can say it.
That I don't want her saying. You tell her that she's not allowed to say things too.
She can say shit because it's no different than crap to me. She can say shit. I don't give a crap. She says shit.
Except at school, like you said.
You cannot say shit at school. No, you can't say shit at school. But when you're around us at home, yes, yeah, holy shit. That's not bad. When something shocks you, at home, let's say something amazing happens, like, oh my gosh, can you believe it? It's a double rainbow. Holy shit, look at the double rainbow. That's amazing, right?
And then we all laugh because her little voice would say, holy shit.
I have no problem with her saying that because shit is the same as crap.
I don't like her saying crap.
It's all just words.
It is.
Well, a 5-year-old just sounds silly.
She's 6 now.
Okay, so she's
This is how it grows up. Time to drop the F-bomb.
But Addie, seriously, what is the worst word that you can't say? What about? Can you say ass?
I know. Let's leave.
What is it?
No,
It's
Mom,
freaking
no,
out.
no, no.
What is the worst word?
It's like, yeah, I'm about to be allowed to cuss. I ain't going nowhere.
What one? You're asking me what one?
The thing is, like when I was a kid, it was like off limits all the time. It's like to me, there's certain things as long as you know when and how to use them, that and I have no problem with it because there's certain contexts that it's appropriate and certain contexts it's not. So
What's the worst one you said?
what's the worst thing that she said? She's
My
never said
5th
that.
grade, she's going to be dropping the fuck word, so, I mean, might as well just start now.
I don't think she's gonna f-bomb it yet. I hope because that's the worst.
But I heard one.
You did. You heard it. You heard it last night at your dance recital because I said it.
What?
What's the worst word? You can say it. I don't care.
S-H-I-T.
Shit's the worst. Shit's the worst. That's just what comes out of your butt. I mean, that's not bad.
Okay, let's go.
Say bye to Gdub.
That's awesome.
Yeah, say bye. Come here. I need a hug from you. What time are we taking you to your cousin's? At 5 o'clock. Okay. All right. It's only 3
It's
o'clock.
almost 5 o'clock.
All right. I'm gonna go back to my seat here. It's an easy way to make the girls scurry from the studio. Talking about
I
shit.
get your daughter to cuss.
Yeah. What can I say?
Whatever you want, sweetheart. That's how we do.
I have no idea what I did with my beer, so I'm gonna just have to start drinking out of the rest of this growler.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of lemonade. It's gonna have to be pure whiskey if I have another one.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking we're good, man. We've gone for like an hour and a half right now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yep. So I'm gonna drink the rest of this. We got 6 more minutes. We'll do an hour. We'll kick an hour and a half, and then let's wrap up right now.
All right, sounds good, man.
We'll just wrap it up. I should have peed when I was out there. It's time for pee-pee. I love this new soundboard thing. I gotta learn what to use it with though, because there's so many different things. Like there's
Well, you
just
can just
something.
use it for like a month till you get sick of it. Never touch it again.
No, there's like certain things that are like good to use. Like some of them are too basic. Like one's just like a little tick like that. That's like was that a gunshot?
That was a gunshot.
That was a gunshot.
Oh, it takes me back to South Florida.
Holy shit, I like that one. Let's crank it up. Oh my god! No!
Sounds sort of like we're at the bar in Georgia already.
Yeah. So let me hit my show. Let me hit my notes here. I got a couple of things I wanted to hit before we left. May is crazy. May is mayhem, is what I call it now. Red's birthday, my birthday, anniversaries, Addie's birthdays. It's fucking crazy. I've consumed more calories in the first 15 days of this month than I have probably the first fucking 3 months of this year. It's ridiculous. Nothing but cake and candy. How's your girl doing down there, man? I haven't talked about her in a while. What's she up to?
Same old shit, different day, man. We're just getting Just house, trying to pay for all the fucking bullshit. Had a bunch of drama going on with the house too, because in my mortgage agreement, the long story short, it said I'll have AC fully functioning and installed,
Uh-huh.
and this asshole they had put it in used like plumber's solder instead of the silver solder you're supposed to use. So as soon as they like pump Freon through it, like all the seals broke and fucking the whole thing has to be replaced. So I'm like emailing this lady that was like putting it in. I'm like, y'all need to fix this. Like, it's in my agreement that you have it all good,
Operational.
Yeah. And so she she starts off with the whole, it worked when the inspector was there. I don't see how it's my fault. I'm like, well, I think fully functioning operational means it lasts at least through the spring. So you can either send somebody over to fix it, or I'm gonna take you to court. And then so finally she sent somebody over that's not affiliated with her. But this guy's busy as fuck and keeps raining and there's this bullshit weather and it's like, it's turned into this like several month process. I mean, at least I'm not paying for it, but fuck, I just want to get it done and not have to talk to these people anymore,
I hate that shit. It's real life crap right there.
Yeah, it is, dude. And we need to get our septic pump. That's like another $400 at least. And I think I got maybe like a leaky drain or something underneath because I got water in my fucking crawl space.
I'm so terrible like this because I got like our basement is fucking horrific. It's like,
is it?
Our house was built in 1871. Okay.
No shit, your house is. I didn't know your house was that old.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. Literally 1871, like for real.
1871, like the Civil War. When did the Civil War end? Like
1866.
66. So you're talking just a 5-year period between the Civil War ending and my house being built.
Was Michigan even a fucking state back then?
I don't know, but that's one of the only explanations for why my house is so close to the fucking road, and that's for damn sure. Every time I'm banging my red, the neighbors are hearing. Look, that's what they hear, and I'm like, God damn it, this house was built so fucking close to the road, I could fucking bang you adequately.
That's funny, man. I had no idea your house was that old.
Yeah, it's up there. What's crazy is 1871 is the same year that Major League Baseball was a real thing. That's how they started. So.
And you got the fucking baseball field in the backyard, man.
We got the whiff field in the backyard. Yeah, it's good shit. I got a couple other things here that I wanted to discuss. I'm going to turn 40 years old in about 12 months. That scares the ever-living shit out of me. I don't know why. 30 didn't bug me. 20 didn't bug me. For some reason, 40 bugs me. Gdub, should 40 bug me?
I don't know, dude. You keep it pretty young, so you'll be alright,
I hope so.
I know some pretty old 40-year-olds, but you're not going to be one of them.
I keep a lot of young snatch around. That's the key. If you're gonna be old, you keep a lot of young snatch around. That's what it is. We've had the couple shows prior to this one here. I had some girls who can't even drink. I had a girl in here who couldn't even drink beer officially yet in here. So that kind of keeps me young, I guess. I hang out with some youngsters, and they tell me stories about. Gdub, this is a story you're gonna love. Okay, this girl came in here. She says, I go, how many virginities have you taken? Not how many virginities. Who took your virginity? How many virginities have you taken? She said she took 2 virginities, and she's not even 21 yet, okay?
Not bad.
Not 21, took 2 virginities, and she said the one guy, when he finished, he didn't come on her face, he didn't come on her titties, he came on the top of her head. Like Jesus. Like Jesus would have done as he baptized her in her
forehead.
Load. Right? Of the Father and the Son and of the Holy Load.
That's That's
that
the
was
most
it.
blasphemous thing we said in 3 hours, man. That's fucking great.
Father, Son, and Holy Load. Yeah, I go, how the fuck do you come out of a girl's vajay and somehow get your load to blast up onto her fucking top of her head? She goes, not on the face even. Just it. There's got to be some type of crazy arc that was going
Yeah,
on.
it's got a good angle on it, you know?
I was thinking she had to be sitting up in some sort of way. You know what I mean? Like what I'm thinking is what happened. Okay, now in my mind, this is what happened. I'm banging on like a couch or something or on a bed. Bang, 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 and she wants to take it in the face or in the mouth, right? Just and as as he pulls out, for some reason I picture this. He pulls out and he's kind of doing his little, you know, I'm gonna fucking come. She comes up to get it, and as she comes up to get, because really, I mean, how often does this happen where it gets on the top of the head? I mean, come on. As he's coming up to get it, he shoots, and at that age, it's your first. It's literally your first. If you could go back to have all the loads that you've ever released, and this is your first load, he fucking comes. It's got to go up like a fucking geyser. And then down onto her head, you know?
Yeah.
Onto your head.
That's a hell of
Onto
art. Hello, art.
And then the aliens come in. But that's the first I've ever heard of that ever happening. Onto the top of the fucking head.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And it's Wally. I think it's Wally's cousin. That's who it was.
No shit.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome.
It's Wally's
It was
cousin.
funny too. I mean, I got the first probably 100 times I had sex. I used a rubber.
First
This guy's
100 times.
losing his-
I don't think I've
This
ever
guy's
used
losing his
rubber.
virgin and using the pull-out method already.
Yeah, no shit. I've never used. I don't think I've ever used a rubber more than probably 50 times in my entire life. In fact, I can tell you this right now, okay?
Well, you met my ex, dude, so you know why I always use them.
Because she's a chinker.
Yeah.
Them Asian bitches, man, they will fuck anything, I think. She wanted to be the dominatrix, that chick did.
Yeah, she was into that.
Which still is a business, I think, whose time has come in this area.
You never
I mean,
know.
If you think about it, okay?
I used to wait on some Asian businessmen every once in a while when I worked at that restaurant. So,
There's not even a strip club in the Bay County area. And I'll tell you this right now. If you really, really, really think about it, where the money is in the Dow Chemical executives flying into Midland.
oh yeah, for sure.
If you set
Isn't
up
that funny that Bay City had a medical marijuana dispensary before it had a strip club?
that is kind of fun. That is kind of crazy. But if you want to get some high-paying hookers, man, some high-paying, classy fucking stripper shit, you set that shit. You set a strip club up in Midland, you're golden. You got these. You got people traveling from not just the U.S. You got them traveling from all over the world into this area. And
You
you're
remember that
like,
old GM plant on Woodside?
yeah.
Did they ever do anything with that? Turn into
Fuck no, man. You drive by that place, there's like 2 cars in that driveway now. Nothing.
One time when I was working at Lumber Barons, I had like 12 of these Asian dudes come in, all in business suits.
Bing, bong, bing, bong.
And they all order steaks and spent a ton of money. It was the
Where are the hookers?
Yeah. No, it was like the best lunch shift I ever worked, man. Like, it's dead as fuck, and all of a sudden these like 12 Asians come in, business suits, and they order all this fucking fancy shit, have a couple drinks. And then they asked me for directions to that GM plant.
Uh-huh.
But this was like fucking, you know, I mean, this has already been 10 years ago. So I guess if they were going there to buy it, they decided not to.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. This place, if you said, okay, let's get rid of all the prudish, asshole, sexual, attitudes towards sex and things in this country, and especially in this area, you put a strip club in here in the Bay Area. It's going to be a boom. It's going to be a fucking boom because everybody has bachelor parties. Everybody has, all this kind of type of shit. And where do you go? You go to the Voo in Saginaw. You go down to Nathan Jay's down in Flint. You travel to the worst fucking places in the world to go to see the shit. Why not have it set up here?
Could you imagine you dropped one right on Midland Street?
If you drop
You
a
wander
strip,
out of Lucky's, trying to
Dude.
get late all night. Those
dude, it's a
what
given.
happened.
You get a bunch of drunk assholes who are at the bar trying to hook up, who can't hook up, going to a strip club that's a fucking 2 blocks away. It's fucking no-brainer.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking no-brainer. That's the reason Hooters exists down there. Because people just want to go in and see some fucking tits and cleavage and shit like that, and they don't even see anything. You would make an absolute killing if you had a strip club down on Middle Street. Absolutely.
Last
And
time I went to
don't know who the
Hooters in
fucking
Bay City, I
assholes-
was so pissed.
What's
Dude,
that?
last time I went to Hooters in Bay City, I think it was the last time. This chick I went to high school with that was in like sped classes was our server, and she wouldn't stop talking to us, dude. It's like, normally when you go to Hooters and you're getting chatted up and the server's hanging out with you, you're fucking happy. But I'm like, Jesus, would you just go fucking away? I'm trying to eat some wings.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Some
know
of the
you're
girls-
how cute he is. I don't want to talk to you.
Some of the chicks in there you do not want around you. That's for goddamn sure. Other chicks you're like, yeah, okay, come on, sit down, hang out, chit
I
chat.
don't want to know your backstory, because I know it's all the same. You didn't know your dad, your mom didn't love you, you're raped by your uncle, you're in special ed, you dropped out of high school, now you work at Hooters. Okay, it's the same story, but I don't want to know it. Just bring me my fucking wings. Jesus Christ.
I want you to go away. Take your ass the other way.
Yeah. Can I have is this your section? I need to move to another one. I know you. That's just like, I don't know. You don't want to walk into the VU and see like your your ex's aunt or sister or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see somebody.
I don't want to
fucking
see
know.
anybody that I know at the VU, let alone.
Exactly. Unless it's somebody you fucking walked in the door with, you don't want to see anybody you know.
No,
Same
that's
with
the worst.
Hooters.
The worst is if you go somewhere and you see even a waitress at a bar, and they're like, "Okay, I know you. Why are you sir?" The reason for this is, okay, I'm a misogynist fucking pig, and I want women to serve me
Yes.
at all times. And if I go to the bar and I get a male waiter, I want to get the fuck out of there. We had the worst waiter in the history of waitering at Buffalo Wild Wings a couple weeks ago. I left him a 0 fucking tip, nothing. I even wrote in 0 in the tip area. Okay, this guy was the worst fucking thing. The only explanation I have for this guy being this shitty of a waiter is the fact that he had to be high or drunk or wasted on fucking something. He was absolutely the worst waiter I have ever had in the history of fucking waiterdom. He was terrible.
And again, that's another place. Yeah, the food's not expensive, the drinks are reasonable, but you should be able to make a ton of money there, so they should have quality service.
He was god awful. I wanted to fucking murder this guy. I wanted to take a knife to his neck.
If I was back in my serving days, dude, I would rake up a ton of money at a place like Buffalo Wild Wings. That place has always got people up in there on Wilder,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, hell, half the time just between, like, you, Chris, Jay, back in the day, you guys were always at that fucking joint, especially Sleazak.
Well, dude,
Walk
Sleaze
away.
was there. Sleaze was there until one of the waiters didn't give him a discount on his beer. Do you remember that? Do you remember this? This is well documented on the program. We we talked about this because he went there the one time and he's like, "What? I don't get a discount on my beer, or I don't get a free beer, I don't get this, I don't get this." I remember he got pissy because he didn't get like some type of special treatment on a beer. And he said he was going to boycott this. This is well documented on the program. I'm going to go find this on the actual show. I have this recorded. He came into the studio and discussed this. And
That sounds like Sleaze, man.
I'm like, what the fuck makes you think you're any different than any other asshole?
He is the most Jewish Catholic I know, dude. Like, I remember back in the day he was dating Jay's sister. You remember
He
this?
dated Jay's sister and Jay let this happen?
Oh, yeah. The best part was Jay's sister was bartending at Eastland Lanes. And so he'd come in there.
Wait. I remember this. This is back before right before Jay got married.
Yeah, this was a while ago. But
Sleaze was dating Jay's sister at the time?
Yeah.
Oh my
pull
god,
up in
and Jay
there.
didn't warn him? Jay did not warn him of this?
Oh my god. I can't believe he let I don't know. I guess he knew Sleaze was gonna be an engineer. That's probably why he let his sister date him. But
Man, you're either cheap or you're not cheap. You can be like a millionaire who's cheap, or you can be like a guy who works at fucking McDonald's who's cheap.
yeah. Well, at least the engineer has a choice. You know, if you're at McDonald's, you work at McDonald's, you got to be cheap.
Yeah, but there's a certain level of generosity that someone who works at McDonald's may portray, compared to somebody who works at fucking like a major corporation, a fucking world corporation. I work for Dow. I don't give a shit if you work for fucking Dow. It's what do you do with what you make from there? Who gives a fuck what you do? It's what you create.
I worked at a lot of places in town serving. Jay Scott, you know, back when I was serving, I didn't know you until like towards the end of like me leaving. But whenever Jay and Scott came into Lumber Baron shit, I'd hook them up. You know, I'd find a way to hook them up. I'd finagle it with the bartender.
Oh yeah, you do make those pulls for your friends. That's for sure.
But Sleazak would come in, do his girlfriend's work, and sit there and drink for fucking free all night and not leave a tip.
Whoa!
Every time. Not once, not twice, every fucking time.
Wow, that's crazy. Dude. I would say I'm a huge over tipper, and Red will attest to that. I'm a way over tipper, man. And she gets kind of pissy about it. She's like, "Why did you leave this chick a $10 tip?" And I'm like, good service, man." She gave me a hand job, Oz.
Might see her later. I know what.
Seriously,
sometimes I leave 20% even to a shitty server to make them wonder what they would have got if they actually fucking gave a shit about their job.
Well, I've never thought about that. That's actually a good take on that. But so, do you have any explanation to why he's so cheap as far as that shit goes? You're not gonna die, you know. And as people watch you as they walk past your casket there, they're not gonna say like, "Oh, remember all the times he was so cheap." Remember how cheap he was? Oh God, he was so cheap. No, they're not. They're gonna remember how many times you said, "Oh man, he gave to this, he gave to that, he gave this, he didn't give a care for this." Oh, remember how fucking cheap he was? He would never pay me any extra than what he totally expected, which was nothing. Listen,
you know, and I don't know, maybe he's changed his ways since then.
Well, the one overwhelming story that I always hear is when Jay was at Steinhouse the one time and he didn't even have to pay for the fucking bill, and Sleaze kind of held him out to dry, and Jay had to fucking flee the fucking Steinhouse.
Oh God! Yeah, I remember him talking about that.
I mean, seriously, you're gonna make him just fucking run? No, okay. Whatever you do, you pay it fucking forward, dude. Jay can't fucking pay. You pay it, and you fucking don't worry about it. You don't even think for a fucking millisecond that that's not gonna happen. You just make sure your bro gets the fuck out of there, and everything's on the level. That's it. It's not you are not gonna you're not gonna die, and everybody will remember how fucking cheap you were.
Yeah.
That's it. It's what it is. No, they're not gonna. The people who are gonna think you were a cheap asshole, they're not even gonna fucking be at your fucking funeral. They're gonna be like, "I'm glad that motherfucker's gone."
Yeah. And my thing is, dude. All right, you got $100 tab. Say, you leave $20. That's 20%. That's a good tip. You leave 25 or 30. It's only an extra $5-10. But that server is actually going to remember you because you left a very nice tip.
Yeah.
So on a smaller scale, you got a $20-30 tab, you leave like $7 to $10. They're going to remember you're a good tipper and you're going to get great service next time you go into that joint, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing, too. Like, you throw an extra $3 to $6 on top of a good tip, and then it's a great tip, and they're going to fucking remember you.
Yeah. It does. Money distorts a lot of shit, man. I mean, if you look at all the horror stories of what has happened over the years with the people who win the lottery and shit like that, their life becomes this fucking disaster and stuff. It's just fucking weird.
Well, that's because 90% of the people in this country are idiots, and 110% of the people that play the lottery are super idiots.
Super idiots. I play the lottery like literally once a year when it gets to ridiculous amounts of money because I want to win ridiculous amounts of money. 'Cause if it's,
And you know what Jess and I do, dude, is every once in a great while, we got some $5 in my pocket, her pocket, we'll buy like a couple scratch offs. You know?
Yeah.
And there was actually a time like this was like her birthday, so we're like, oh, let's take a 20, buy some scratch offs. She was like making money off the shit. She bought us lunch, bought some more tickets, made some more money. It was fucking crazy. But these people that like, I worked at a Citgo gas station, dude, and it was the saddest thing I've ever seen. This
They go and they buy a
motherfucker is-
lot. They buy a ton, don't they?
Yeah, and then they'd sit there and scratch it off at the counter, and they'd cash in all the winners and scratch those off at the counter till they lost all their fucking money, dude. And I'd see this pattern from the same people like 3 times a week. It was like, you're gonna like maybe hit on a couple of them and then spend all your money till you're broke, right? Because that's what you do week after week after week.
Yeah, see, to me that's desperation, and when it comes to like if or when I ever play, it's mainly if it gets over like 150 to 200 mil, and it's not there mainly to think that okay, I'm gonna win this thing. It's there if I go and I buy a ticket, I don't buy like I'm gonna spend 25 or 30 bucks on a ticket or on a number of tickets. I say, give me one, just give me a buck worth. I don't give a shit. It makes me think for a split second. Okay, if I did win, what would I do? It's the 5 to 10 minutes of afterthought that I spent my 100 pennies on. That makes me think. Okay, what my life could completely change, and it makes me think creatively of what I would do afterwards. It's just that moment of like, like, oh man, imagine. It's like when you go to the movies and you think to yourself, holy shit, does a hoverboard really exist? You know what I mean? That's the feeling you get. It's like, okay, that's cool. I hope that something like that could happen at some point. You never go into it thinking like this is in my head. This is the way reality is. You just can't. It's just impossible. It's an impossibility.
You know what's funny? As little as I played Lotto is funny. One night before we moved out, we were staying with Jess's parents. Jess's mom's out of town. Jess's stepdad's there. He's fucking broke. Gets paid the next day. It's like, can I borrow 20 bucks to go to the gas station? Like, sure. I'll give him 20 bucks. Comes back for like 2 packs of cigs and like $10 in Lotto tickets. He's like, whatever I win, we'll split. Scratches it off, dude. One of those tickets was hit for $600.
600 bucks.
Yeah, so he cashed us out 300, dude, right there. Like, well, not right there. He had to cash out the next day. He's obviously broke. He wouldn't have borrowed the 20 bucks in the first place. But yeah, dude, I made $300 just by borrowing this dude 20 bucks.
That's freaking nuts, man.
That's the second time that shit happened. Because you know what? We went to the Hard Rock Casino in Fort Lauderdale. And the same shit happened, dude. I fucking spotted him like 20 bucks, and he put it in a slot machine, and hit for like 300 that time.
Anytime that guy asks you, you gotta fucking give it to him. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not talking about all the times in between where he goes and blows his last like 40, 50 bucks on Lotto and fucking loses it all. But yeah, we get pretty lucky when I fucking loan him the money, I guess.
Oh, Gdub, man, it's PPPP time. I gotta fucking go.
Hell yeah, man, we've been doing this for hours.
What time did we start this shit?
Well, it's been like 2 hours, I think.
It has. We've been recording for 1 hour and 49 minutes. It's time to wrap it up, everybody. This is the Going Deep show. Gdub, you got any final words?
Yeah, live long and prosper, motherfuckers.
Don't get shot. Everybody, the kid, this is an hour and 49 minute long Going Deep show. I'm gonna splice this up and do like a number of them. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in, listening in. Hit 8-hole. I don't know if Gdub's been to 8-hole, but Gdub, oh my God! When I show you, I've talked to Bob about this. It's amazing. It's good stuff. It's everything that I've envisioned this entire program becoming, all wrapped up into one four-letter little domain, 8hol.com. Okay? 8-hole. It sounds like a-hole. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason. But yeah, you guys got to check it out. I'm very pumped about it. It's going to be good stuff. So.
Sounds brilliant.
All right, man. Let's get rolling. I got to go pee. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. See you soon.
Less than 30 days, man, in the flesh, baby.
Oh yeah.
Thunder lips in the flesh.
Text me those dates, man. Let me know what it is exactly.
I will. All right, bro. I'll talk at you soon, man.
All right. Later.
Later.